Hi, my name is Tatiana and my channel is created by Lady T, and in this channel I talk about quilting, crochet, sewing, and I do product reviews. So today I'm going to actually talk about 2023. This is January and it's at the beginning of the year. And I was thinking about all the things that I haven't made that I wanted to make. And I've had so many patterns that I bought. So I had a few that I had opened them and I had found the fabric for them, but for something or another, they ended up not getting done. I had this caftan that I wanted to make, and I took it out of the package and I bought the fabric for it. Hasn't been done. It's sitting in one of my shelves. I found this wrap skirt that I really could use like tomorrow, but I'm not going to be able to. But I haven't had a chance to put it together. And I actually bought the fabric for this too. And I went through a lot of trouble getting this pattern because it was really hard to find because it's an out of print pattern. And I ended up getting it on Facebook Marketplace. And I couldn't find that pattern so easily, but I finally did, and it was nice and new, and I haven't even been able to do this. I've been really wanting to make a jacket like this for a long, long time. I bought the fabric for it. I bought the pattern. Haven't had the chance to do it. I've been wanting to make an enormous amount of shrugs. I have a tremendous amount of fabric. I haven't had a chance to do it. I am working on a quilt as you go blanket for my bedroom, and haven't had a chance to do that. Working on it little by little. There's an Afghan pattern that I found that I want to crochet. Haven't had a chance to do that. So, gosh, all these projects that just lay around and don't get done. And what they all have in common is that those are all things I wanted to make for myself. Now, when there's a birthday or a wedding or a friend's party or something to give as a gift, I finish those projects right away because there's a deadline. You've got to get it done by a particular birthday, or you got to get it done by a particular, week or something. However, when it's for you, it goes into the wayside. So this year I've decided to organize myself for 2023, and I got a really nice planner, and I really love this planner. It says, "The love of sewing is our common thread." I love this line because it's so cool, and it's such a beautiful planner. And so it has stickers in the front, and I can just pull out these stickers and write what I want to do. And then it has these tabs right here for the different months. And I like it because it's both monthly and weekly. So here's the monthly for January. And I actually started writing in it. So I put sew dates for myself, and I actually made sew dates for myself. So these 2 whole days are going to be only sewing for me. And that's why I put this sticker, because they're sew dates for me. And I've actually gotten a file folder organized, and I'm putting my patterns that I'm working on right now in this wonderful little file folder. And get this in there, and that way I won't just throw it to the side. So I've got my crochet pattern in there, I've got these patterns in there, and I'm actually putting it on the days of the sew dates of what I'm going to be working on those patterns for these 2 sew dates for January. And then I also have a reminder of those particular items right here for me. They're the reminder for the wrap skirt, the shrug, those things. Now, I already have the fabric, so I don't even have to go out and buy the fabric. They're here in my sewing room, and they're just waiting to be used. And this also has a weekly pages like this that I haven't filled in yet, but I'm working on it. And I can talk about my experiences. What I'm planning to do is writing what I did that day, and what I got done, what I learned, how it came out, would I do this pattern again, would I like to make a video about it, and just my overall thoughts. I'm going to actually start recording these this year so that I have some kind of a record of what I'm doing. And then I'm going to actually label this current project. So I'm going to do this right now on the video to keep me honest. So this will be current projects, and that way I just know that these are the current projects I'm going to work on this month in January. So I'm setting goals. I'm going to get the blanket done. I'm going to get these done by the end of January, because I don't want these things to linger and to go on and on and on. And I don't like having, there's a part of me that just doesn't like projects lingering. And I'm the type of person that if I start it, I will finish it. But my problem is getting it started. So some people, they start it and they never finish it, and they leave it in a bag and it just stays the way it is. So we're all different in this world. I'm the type that once I start it, I will finish it. But my problem is getting started. So I am going to be working towards getting these started, because once I get it started, then it's out there and I'm working at it and I'm good. Like the blanket, this quilt as you go blanket, actually, I have started cutting my pieces for this. I'm doing this a little bit at a time. It's a longer project than to make a skirt. But I really like having this planner. I can also start planning ahead for birthday gifts. Instead of waiting 2 weeks before a person's birthday, I can start thinking about what I want to do for a person's birthday in advance, maybe 6 or 8 months in advance, because birthdays don't change. So instead of waiting 2 weeks before thinking, what should I do for this person, I can start thinking now and get my materials together and work on my projects. Actually, the month of January and February, I don't have any birthdays. So the month of January and February is completely free for me. However, in March, I start with the birthdays because I've got a lot of Pisces friends. So in March, I have a lot of birthdays and a lot of gifts to make. And then the summer friends that I have with the summer birthdays, that comes up starting in the end of May and goes into the end of August. And then after August, I start getting ready for Christmas. But now I can actually plan ahead and start working on my projects earlier and work on this planner faster with a planner. I'm hoping, we'll see. This is what I'm trying for 2023. I had a planner last year, except that planner was a non-dated one, and it was a general sewing planner. So what I did is I put out some ideas of what I wanted to do that year, and I did some of it and I didn't do other parts of it. But this one I'm using, this is a dated planner. It's dated for 2023, so I think it's going to keep me a little more honest. These are great. So I was just sharing this with you in case, you want to start the new year and you want to finish projects. Maybe you have lots of projects from years and years ago and you want to finish these projects because, the best feeling in the world is completing a project. So I don't think there's a feeling better than to finish something and say, yes, I'm finally done. I did it. It worked out well for me. And you're proud of it. You either wear it or you display it in your home, whether it's quilted or crocheted or sewed. I mean, any way you finish a project, there's a really great sense of completion and there's a sense of confidence, and it's like, I want more. But we do get sidetracked, I think, a lot. I think we get sidetracked because we keep buying more projects than we have time to do. Like, I personally think I have enough yarn in my sewing room that will last me the next 10 years. Even if I didn't buy one skein of yarn, I have enough yarn here that will last me another 10 years of projects that I could make. And I do have some charitable items that I'm working on, and I've done even last year. I also have a lot of fabric that I can work on for a long, long time. I don't know if it's 10 years, but maybe a year, at least this year. And definitely I've got enough fabric to finish the projects that I want to get done. So that's why I've decided, you know, it's not really a resolution, because I kind of don't believe in resolution, but I call it my New Year's focus and my New Year plan. So I'm hoping that my calendar will keep me intact. And I'm actually putting this calendar in my sewing room, but I'm also putting it in bed before I go to bed at night. I am going to actually kind of look at it. I'm going to add some inspirational words to my calendar, motivational words to keep me going. And one thing I do want to do that I thought about doing in the past that I haven't is I'm going to take pictures of my projects. And I want, actually, in the old days we had photo albums, and now everything is on digital formats. So even though I have a lot of pictures of what I've made on digital format, I don't have one book compiled with all the pictures of what I've made. And I don't remember when I've made them. So I think what I'm going to do is, as I finish my projects for 2023, I'm going to take pictures of them and I'm going to add them on the days that I finished. And I can actually print it out very small to fit this little area over here. And the day I finish, I'm going to put it, and I'm going to, so that at the end of the year, I'll be able to, you know, see how many projects I did for the year. And I'll be able to, you know, look back on what I did over the years. And it's just a really good way for me to keep track of these. I might actually keep these books every year. I might get another one. So maybe you want to give this a try too. So I will give updates during 2023, how it's going and what I'm adding. And I will give updates as I finish these projects. I will share them with you and let you see what you think of them. And I will give updates of how this is working out for me. So anyways, I have a description. I have a link for these journals, for these planners in my description. And I will also be sharing certain pages with you over the next few months and the coming year of 2023. So you can just kind of get an idea of how it's going. I didn't write this. I didn't invent this. I just bought it and I thought about it, and I just thought I'd give this a try this year. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you are planning to have a planner or some kind of organizational system for your projects, I'd really love to hear about them. Put them in the comments. And if you like this idea, maybe you want to get yourself a planner and join me and let me know how it's going too. And maybe we could get all of our projects together. Or maybe you're just a perfect person and you do one project at a time and you finish and then you move on to another project. Because I think that would be like the ideal person, is to, or I would imagine that the person works on one project at a time, finishes, and then moves on to another project. I just happen to have like a gazillion projects, and I'm just like grabbing everything to finish that I plan to start sometime in my future. So this is it. 2023 is the future. Anyways, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and created by Lady T.